What is up? What is up? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, fantastic night, whatever may be for y'all. It is time for us to continue the trial of, Edgeworth. I said last time I was thinking about, well, not thinking about, I was originally planning on doing all the rest of the game in this last stream until I looked up, not like what's in it, but I just googled like long play chapter 5 Ace Attorney trilogy just to see how long it is. I did not realize that thing is 8, 9, possibly 10 hours. I might have been a bit too ambitious with that plan. Also, want to apologize in advance real quick. I'm gonna have to probably BRB for like just 2 minutes, in anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes. I ordered sushi to get here at 5, and I did not realize that I accidentally said to come here in an hour, and the last thing I want is to have raw fish just at my doorstep. And so I will be going to go grab that. But in the meantime, it's time for us to continue our investigation and churn about goodbyes. Let's load this selected data. Let's just get right into it. December 26th, the detention center visitors room. Maya. Yeah, you were arrested in contempt of court. How's that going for you? Glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I mean, to be fair, she saved our skin. I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. It's better to take an action and be wrong than just do nothing. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I mean, you're not really a lawyer. You did save the trial, yeah, like, you're just spitting facts here. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. She's been arrested twice now. How's it going? Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Woo. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? How much is that bail money? How much is bail for contempt of court? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? What about Mia? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. It's probably hard to channel, your inner spirit medium when you're being questioned by police and just in a holding cell. Given it might be good for meditation. There's always that, you can, if you're by yourself in your own cell, you might be able to get some good meditation and get a good workout in. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. Should check and see if there's any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Well, will this make you feel better? Must be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone and say, I'm a lawyer. But spirit mediums, well, I don't know. I was about to say, with those clothes, anyone's gonna recognize you. These are medium and training clothes. What does a proper medium clothes look like? Hey, check out my new camera. Sorry, I'm fresh out of ideas. I guess this is where I talk to her to figure out what to do next, assuming, because, she's not going to be in our law office. Let's go check and see what's in our law office. Sure it's quiet here with nobody around. Right, I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Well, I guess there is nothing for us here. Probably just go investigate the lake and see what's all going on here. Now that we need to go find evidence of what actually happened. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops still around the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. It is eerily quiet here, and that concerns me. It is eerily quiet. Haven't seen Lawyer around today at all. Probably off playing through the nose on a date with a lovely... Is it Kiance or Kiance? I don't know how that's pronounced. There's nobody here. This is eerie. I don't like this. Oh, hi. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, the trial today, or... Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I mean, credit goes to Maya on that one. I did do a lot of work. Some of it I thought too far ahead on, and it was my fault. But, she did all the work at the end of the day. I'm sure I'd thank you, Thanks. What about tomorrow's trial? Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. Who would the second witness be, though? I was wondering who that other witness was, or who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Yeah, you can't, like, tamper with witnesses and well, you can. It's just very frowned upon, and probably, I think that's just, it's illegal, but you can do it. It's just there's consequences if you get caught. I want to ask you about Edgeworth. Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about it himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. I can understand the other 2, but what do earthquakes have to do with DL6? That's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I'm just curious on what earthquakes have to do with that. I want to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I don't know what would happen in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or 2. Me too, Gumshoe. I feel you on that one. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved. I saw his lip trembling. Okay, that one. I mean, I could believe it considering the situation he's in, but I don't know completely. He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you, man. Oh, wait, I was wondering, how much is that bail gonna be? Don't worry about that. Oh, geez, he's posting all of them out? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. All right, pal. Why don't you, well, don't forget to pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. That might be a bit too far. Hey, listen, I know I helped you beat the case, but you gotta pay this rent. Is there anything at the boat rental shop finally? Because there wasn't last time. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today too. Can I break in? Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because of the murder. Alright, guys, just head back to the beach and just leave. He said he's gonna go get her, like, out. Maybe is she already out? Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? I mean, like I said, you've been in here twice. Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of mean. Thanks for bail. Thanks, Edgeworth. You gotta thank Edgeworth for that. Yeah, thank Edgeworth. He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. I had to make it up to him. I mean, the reason he's doing it is to make up for what you did. We gotta win this case, Nick. So why they still have you in there? What to do? What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. That's an understatement. I kind of got no idea where to go. We could go to a park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? I was just there. Have you noticed anything lately? No, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable in here. It's warm. They keep it very clean. I meant, yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't think that's what he was talking about. Also, that kind of worries me if, like, that's more comfortable than what you've been dealing with. Well, not much more than that. No, she's probably still upset about Mia. I shall leave her alone. I should just leave her in detention. Even though I can't do that to her. Oh. There aren't many cops around today, are there? Probably back at the precinct, working out the case against Edward. Hey, oh, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we... No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflecting, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. You think? And at least she's taking it better than old bag. Yeah, she just started babbling any old thing that came to mind, Lotta. So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What do you mean, make it up? What do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. Are we legally allowed to get a hold of this? Like, this sounds like it could be some primo stuff, some confidential stuff. Do you got anything on the other witness? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. Okay, now you definitely got my interest. Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. What do you mean by exchange? What do you want from me? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right, I propose a little exchange to make it up for you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. What do you want? Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. I didn't think that personally. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? I wish you realize their faults. Like, that's more than some, like, you know, some people. But what be, we're gonna deal or not? Well, what's the deal? I guess deal, we don't really have a choice. We don't have any other leads. I don't think we have a choice here. How much? Huh? You can pull you off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. I'm just curious on what information you want. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. How am I supposed to get that? Gordy might not exist. They bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right, see y'all later. Yeah, how are we supposed to find proof that something doesn't exist? Gordy? Gordy, I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him. Don't you get it? I think this is kind of a it's like, how do you disprove Bigfoot doesn't exist? Like, how do you disprove that? Maybe we could find a monster myth specialist? I guess, add to the public beach? Oh, what the? That was not there beforehand, or I'm blind, one or the other. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo. Larry, what's going on behind you? I know you're still, like, you're selling the samurai dogs, but that's a bit too much, don't you think? This is my girl Kyance's idea. She was like, if you put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. The banner is neat. I'll give him that. That's a really impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Is she connected with the mob similar to the one producer lady? Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy? I really wish y'all had better nicknames. Like, that's just a meme nickname, if anything. Well, made it through the first day in court, right? I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh? Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? Why are you just that uncaring about it? I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had I'm pretty sure it had to do with when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. I doubt it. Also, his shirt is kind of freaking me out. Hey, Larry, where'd you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month. Where have you been storing that? It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday, huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's the little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. Oh, so it's not like a plastic or metal thing. It's like a inflatable Steel Samurai. Broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you inflated it by yourself. He does not have the lung capacity for that. I guess, Samurai's dong. Like, you gotta sell the Samurai's dong along with the big samurai for him. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. I mean, you could start selling it as like a murder. People go to like murder mansions. And so you could do that for the boat shop. Both the murder on the lake and all. Probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. Dude, he blasted through these streams faster than I could catch them. Oh yeah, I was really enjoying it. How you been, man? I've been good. Like I like some good holidays. How about you? I hope things been well for you. I was originally gonna try and do this in chapter 5 in the same stream to finish it all off, and then I I looked up the long play hour for how long chapter 5 would be, and I did not realize it was like that. I thought it was just going to be like the other chapters and just a little longer. No, I was completely. I don't think I got that in me at the moment to do what would probably be a 12, 13-hour stream, like when combined with the rest of chapter 4. I get it. All right, so I guess, can I break in yet? Like, am I able to break into this place? No? Doesn't look like anyone's around. I said, they can make a lot of money for selling like a murder mystery thing. What's going on at the woods? I know she's just chilling in the car, but I got no information about Gordy. Oh. Hey. Well, y'all find anything? Yeah, case 4 and 5 combined require a lot of 3 to 4 hour streams. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure I could finish case 4, like, easily, like, today. But case 5, I'm still debating if I want to just go for one, like, 10-hour stream like I did with, like, Shut-in Order's final chapter, or if I want to split it. Because it's tempting to just do it all in one go, but I gotta go in advance knowing what's gonna happen. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It's a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Well, no, you don't know. What's wrong with sneezing? Oh, yeah. Do you not have it set to... I thought it was just for gunshot sounds. Unless she sneezes like a gunshot. Told you, no sneezing. So they can't respond to things a little softer than a... Oh, that... I mean, at least I remembered right. It triggered on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pay you back for that film. That's on you. Nick, pay the lady. I'm not made of money. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore, even though you're offering me information here. Huh? Well, didn't you say I had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I traded on the dirt on Gordy. Again, how do I prove something doesn't exist when it's like this? Like I said, it's like trying to disprove Bigfoot. How do you disprove Bigfoot? What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. You should probably do that anyway, to be fair. After all, I only have one photo of my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. Anyway, if I can't get a career making a photo this time around, might as well split the final case. I was personally never of 12-hour streams. I'm of them like every now and then. I just need to go in, prepare for it. I don't think I've hit 12. I think I hit any... Like, I think I've hit 9, maybe 10 before. Might as well do see any big feet. No, didn't think so. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal, like you, I know his foot size was like in the 20s. I feel like Bigfoot might be there. That's it. Quit and go back to school. You really are a university student? Well, yeah, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. All right. I need to be right back like 2 minutes, like I said at the start of the stream. I have raw fish currently on the porch for sushi, and I don't think it's a good idea to leave those out there. I'm gonna go grab that, put it in the fridge, and then I'll BRB. Uno momento. right. My fault about that. Like I said at beginning of the stream, I had sushi that was supposed to get here just, 1 hour 30 ago, and might have been delayed just a little bit. 1 sec, I need to get this. There we go. Shaq is not, as far as I'm aware, canon in the Ace Attorney universe. To be fair, Shaq's in everything. Like, you turn on the TV, you cannot find a commercial without Shaq. I would not be surprised if he found a way to sneak into this. Like, you turn on the TV, he's in every other commercial. You're just seeing, Shaquille O'Neal. What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? Yeah, okay. I don't know why it didn't mention, like, it be checked off. Anyway, skip all this. Yeah, like, it doesn't check that off. Do I have proof that he does exist or doesn't? I guess probably should go check out the other places, because I haven't gone to Criminals Affair Department at all. And so let me go check this out. I still don't, that mascot still freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? I didn't do it. I saved, well, Maya saved him. But we did it collectively, I guess. Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything besides money, that is. What about the investigation? Like, how's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in the case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out of him and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It doesn't look too good. Why am I going to be asking him about Gordy? We got other problems in Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gordy Lake? Not personally. No? Well, we're looking for it. Yeah, that's an appropriate reaction. Yeah, are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe was scaring me, Nick. Nah, you don't... I understand his anger. He's like, listen, you have him... Like, for Phoenix, right? It's his childhood friend. You have your childhood friend, and for him, a very trusted partner, like, at the very least, if not good friend, for Gumshoe, on trial for murder that you guys all know he did not do. And you're over here monster hunting. I get the anger. Oh, just fade to black. I told Detective Gumshoe about the whole deal with Alada. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. You're the one that brought it up, Maya. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, ISS Gumshoe will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I will need one of our newest secret weapons for Whoa. Okay. Really? You can take whichever one you like. What are these secret weapons? Give us the goods. Hold on now. Everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. What are these secret weapons gonna be? These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon. Just a missile. We're gonna get an ICBM. He's a K9 police. Oh. He's just a police dog and trained missile. Here, boy. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. What, Nick? Cute dog. And this will help us. How? Phoenix, how do you not know about, like, any investigative dog or, like, sniffing dog? Like, you work in law and you don't know this. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here's my own personal pole. We're looking for a monster. Yeah, how are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Like I'm sure working for something alive. Right, how are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? You never know. Could have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either for a totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Am I able to switch out? Like, that's what I'm afraid of. I guess for finding a living thing, in theory, missile would be the best. However, he's still in training. Fishing pole. I think that one is going to be probably the least helpful. Metal detector, assuming that everything was like Gordy's all fake and everything, and the explosion's still real. Maybe there might be like metal shrapnel from the explosion. I think I'm gonna go borrowing the metal detector first. Can we borrow that metal detector? I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. I got maybe talking to him again. We'll switch it out. All right, move. Let's see if I can find anything here. Move. Well, what happens if I present him the metal detector? What does he do? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. You know how to make a clock. Like a really fancy clock at that. It's been used in multiple cases. Examine. Is there anything I could examine here? Like, how would I use this metal detector? Hey, Lotta, look at this. It's a metal detector. I know what it is. I'm not sure what that's going to pick up Gordy, though, unless he's been eating people's watches or spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I should just go back and get the dog. I'll just go get the dog. I hope I can switch. Like, I'm really hoping I could switch, because I think this was not the move for now. Can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. I'll take back the last one I lent you, department policy. Okay, so it is that. Can we borrow a missile? Let me go to him. He's so cute. Oh boy. Canine unit. So what am I supposed to do with this dog? Can I go to the detention center and sick him on someone? Looks like Edgeworth is in for questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Oh, why can I not go to the... Wait, hold up. Was that... Yeah, why can't I go to the Grossberg Law offices from here? Did Phoenix just shove the dog in his back pocket? Now I think, like... Dude's pockets are huge now I think about it. Like, he has a lot of his camera back there. Like, he hasn't... Well, I don't know if he's even allowed to carry this around. Like, having the dog next to a gun, next to a camera, what's the worst that could happen? Just, he has deep pockets. Like, he is wearing, like, those, I forgot what the pants type is called, but, like, the cargo, like, the khaki or cargo white pants that have, like, multiple pockets that are, like, you have some buttoned up near the calves, you have, like, 3 or 4 pockets on the, like, on the sides and whatnot. I still don't know why I can't go here from any other place besides the detention center. Do you mean military pants? Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Like, it's like some just cargo, I think. It could be military pants. Very well might be. I just imagine him just being a fancy pair of khakis is what I'm gonna go with. I guess that's why I can't go to Grossberg's office, considering it has nothing for me. Will this dog find anything, or do I literally just have to use this somewhere? Hey, Nick, Missile's been acting strange. Okay, so it does just use it. Missile, oh, alright, that little creature of the detectives. Why are you so mean to the dog? Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy. Oh, it's just sickening Larry. Oh. Missile. Oh, jeez. That dog is going crazy. It's eating my samurai dogs. I don't know what else I expected, actually. Well, sorry for bankrupting your business. My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I guess that's why he's still in training. He can't help himself. Sorry, I don't pay my bills, Nick. It's gonna have to this time. I'm already broke. Oh, I can't talk to him about it. Hey, here's the dog that like just ate all your stuff. Look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Get that mud away from me. What am I gonna tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Maybe the stand is a front for mafia money laundering scheme. Oh, so it's like all those mattress firms. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. Let's take it to the boat rental place. Okay, nothing there. Move. Let's go see if there's something if we move to the woods. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this dog. Hey, a lot of... Oh, cute. Yours? Nah, he's the police department's. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I hadn't thought about that. I guess maybe if we get Gordy's scent, we can then use Missile to go search for something. Not a bad idea, I say so myself. Given I don't know how to do any of that. Let me go try the other thing. What else you got for me? I'll borrow the fishing pole, why not? Can borrow the flimsy, what state do you think Gladys from? I imagine based on the way she acts, I'm guessing probably, maybe, I was about to say, yeah, either Louisiana or like Bama, Georgia. Like one of those three. Like it was either like Louisiana, like right outside, like maybe like New Orleans. Like not New Orleans itself, but like some of the rural areas outside of it. Or like just Alabama or Georgia. Maybe Tennessee. Where can I use this fishing pole? I don't know how to use these items, or even if I'm supposed to use these items. Okay, we got something new. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. Good spot for what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. What are you gonna use for bait? Oh, yeah, figured something like this would happen. Should've brought Miss along with us too. At least then we'd have bait. What is your problem, man? Nick, how could you? Like, you call it a creature, you're now saying we should use him as bait for Gordy? Like, what's your problem, man? I'm kidding. Some jokes are better left untold. She hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just try not to reel in any empty can or boots, okay? She's just as determined here as she was, like, defending Edgeworth. My leg? Oh, that's just uncalled for. My stream froze on Maya saying, hey, hi. Or, hey, Nick. Oh, I thought, oh. Maya learned some language from Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are in some film company's payroll. Maybe, I mean, he's a lawyer. He could be on a bunch of people's payroll. My poor wallet, talk. What am I supposed to do with these? Lotta, wait, for catching Gordy, a fishing pole? Are you out of your doggone mind? Yeah, I mean, yes, it's a fishing pole. Never thought of that. Good luck. Show the badge, man. I don't believe it. I'm an attorney. Yep, I have to say I know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy. Yeah? She doesn't know squat about being an attorney. I believe it, considering what she thought a witness would be like. What do you gotta say? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. How about, do you know how to fish? You know, can't catch many fish on this lake. I'm not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all. Gordy. You really gonna try and fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth? Yes. Brings a tear to my eye and more... Whoa. Yo. Chill out, man. Like, you don't gotta be doing all that. Can I take one of these as bait? Can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey, man. Whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add the word world famous to the sign? Good idea. Can I not take one of these? What about it? What's, doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. Oh, you're good at spawning counterfeits? If the Steel Samurai fans are in a league of their own. What's this machine? Oh, that's the compressor. Ready to fill up that balloon there of air. Huh, neat. Just got repaired yesterday, man. What a drag that was. He just stuck doing the thumbs up. I can make you forever freeze like this. I can make you forever freeze in an obviously painful position. Like, there's nothing stopping me from just leaving you here for eternity. Outside, me not knowing fully what I am doing right now. Let's ask her. What do you got to think? Fresh air, I gotta say, freedom feels great. Oh, misbehaving's much more fun. It's not going to be much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right. I'll behave. I mean, yeah, you just gotta show the money and see, once you see the cost of you misbehaving. Well, any thoughts you want to share? Well, I was in detention all day. More time to think. What to do? Well, what should we do? I don't know, I've been in detention this whole time. Think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal? What about, this? What do I do with this? Don't waste time showing me things. We have to get cracking on this case. You know the enemy has more, tricks up his sleeve. He's bringing another witness. Show Maya the badge. I mean, yeah, after all this time, I feel like she should know I'm an actual attorney. Don't waste time showing me things. Alright, I mean, you don't gotta be so mad. I'm just an attorney. Examine. Does he have anything I can take? Can I take any of these books? Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Yeah, they're just here for show. That's the purpose of bookshelves, is to have books and never read them. Move. I guess maybe. I'm tempted to see if I can maybe use the metal detector in the. If maybe I have to use the examine for it. And so maybe let me grab the metal detector, borrow the metal detector. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything's possible. I just don't know what to do. Move. Move to public beach. Let me try something. Can I don't know if I could do that there, I guess. Anything in the trash can? The trash can's empty. At least the place is well maintained. Now he just looks pissed off. Sorry for rummaging through the trash. Oh jeez, that is loud. Oh gosh, I thought my smoke detector was going off. It's beeping. The metal detector found some. I could have sworn I was here with the metal detector. But at least I found it, and also probably have tinnitus now. Sure, it isn't loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. I have to check it out. What did we find? Nick, look. That... Why... Isn't that the same flags from... Mr. Butts had? An air tank, huh? The valve looks broken. Thought it was Gordy. Grossbrook is the type of person to display front and center his Dostoevsky book collection that he never read. I don't even know if I pronounced that one right. Oh yeah, I mean that's what, like I said, that's everyone in bookshelves when they got, especially like a very, very fancy bookshelf like that. You got to buy a bunch of stuff you'll never read. Like have as much educational stuff as there. Like you have to have the entire couple rows of encyclopedias. And not like just any encyclopedias, but you got to have like classic encyclopedias, but also like recent. You got to get ones from like 10, 20 years ago. Why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh, huh. There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Why? That's the same flags that he has, though. Like, is that not? Yeah, what happens if I present this to you? What? An air tank? What about it? Where, have you seen it before? Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of winter? There's something about the ways I twitch when I show him the tank. Think I better pursue this line of questioning a little further. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Let's see. Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see, there's a string of flags around that tank valve. There's a string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. There's a string of flags everywhere these days, like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need that anyway? To inflate something like the steel samurai thing. Use this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big, puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see that compressor I always use was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. Ask more about the tank. It didn't go so well, or yeah, do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on, look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine, whatever. it's like I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... Oh. Is he gonna be the witness? Because if there was 3 pops that someone heard, and 2 of them are explained by the shots. No, there was 3 shots fired. If she only heard the 1 bang whenever the dude got shot, this would, I guess, be the first one. If I had to take a reaching guess, and the tank there took off like a rocket and took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off in the Gorda Lake. Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. The flying air tank. So the tank and the steel samurai were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. As far as I could, I guess that was not the same day. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out in the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, can't scheme that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last? It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. Oh, that looks depressing. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. Kanye. I mean, Kanye, he might know Kanye. Him and Kanye might have been in, there might be some questions about Kanye's involvement in DL6. No? That's too bad. It's not all bad. We at least solved 1 mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Why does he always look so mad every now and then? Like, you don't gotta be looking like that. Talk, Gordy. Larry might know the answer who was in Paris. I don't think Larry can answer on who was in Paris. I got all the info you need. You got the scoop. Gordy doesn't exist. What? There's no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? I got some proof Gordy doesn't exist. The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. I really want to do the attorney badge. But would the air tank do it? Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. Where am I? I don't know why it like sent twice like on my end. The Larry might know an answer thing. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. I apparently made a loud bang when it flew. A bang. Oh, and then it would crash like that. Yeah, and the tank along with the still deflated samurai fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. That really just does look like a sock puppet. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give your info like promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us the information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there. I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah. The night of the murder, my camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it all. Just a lake. Figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it myself. Well, might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. I mean, a first bang like 10 minutes before the incident, that could be huge. By now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. I'm gonna say he's responsible for DL6. I mean, look at that face. That is... He has a criminal past. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotto was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. So it will finally let me in? Small, no. I guess not. There's some boats floating on the dock. The murders took place in a boat from the dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. In the bushes, there's more force off that way. I doubt I'll find any clues there. Oh, I can't just go in the caretaker shack. Hi there. That is a big bird. Jeez. Meg, that you? No. No. Hey, is that Keith with you? I think you might be losing him, man. Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg. Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta shop? You run a boat rental place. Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. I'm sad they didn't have bird noises. Heck, what was that? A parrot? The one on the perch? Keith, yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hand. You couldn't come up with a better name for your pasta shop than the wet noodle? Like, that's just gross, man. Literally any other name would have been better. No wonder your business was struggling. Or is. I don't know if it's still around. What's the wet noodle? Based on available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello. Hey, yep. And he's just out like a light. Fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Let me talk. I guess I'm not gonna get anything out of him. Well, I know it sounds like the Mosey scuffed rapper name in existence. Oh, and my brain was on a different wavelength there. I don't know if I can say what my mind instantly went to. Hey, it's your boy Wet Noodle. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of the name of that pickle in Fortnite that like fake beefed with T-Pain. I don't know that it was either a pickle or a cucumber or something like that. But that's what it instantly like reminded me of. My father started, you know, so that makes you the third generation, Meg. Tomorrow we'll start with the secret of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. It's your boy Skinny Penis. Like that one I might not see as much in Fortnite compared to Wet Noodle. Just might be a bit different, but that is kind of what my mind went to when I heard Wet Noodle. Like when he said you're gonna operate the Wet Noodle shop. Pasta wrangler the West. Isn't pasta from Italy? That's why it's easy to be the best in the West. Meg, yes? You know the best pasta is always made west of the Rockies, don't you? Is that true? Of course, everyone knows that. Nick, huh? How long do we have to keep the all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. I just don't know how we're gonna get any useful information out of him. I'm also gonna feel horrible for him whenever like we say, oh, by the way, we're not Keith and Meg. No one's running your pasta shop. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the Wet Noodle. Sure, man. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come and say, yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. Probably see if he could spot the reference. I'm trying... I think I've heard it before. I have no idea what it's referencing. I've heard it before, like the It's Your Boy thing. I'm just trying to remember. I might be thinking about something different. I might be thinking of a like XXX and Tashion lyric I've heard before. That's why I keep them boats out there youngsters these days. Darn if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. The old man's the witness tomorrow, right? We gotta find some way of getting information out of him. I'm a lawyer. Pop. That's a warrior badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy's the first person to recognize my badge. I get it, huh? Hey, yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Mag either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help, but on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? No, that's the bad ending. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be forced to. I'm gonna be forced to run this noodle shop. Like I just altered the course of the entire game direction by running the wet noodle. Anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix's? Yo. Phrasing, man. Phrasing. None of y'all know anything about phrasing. Like you're over here talking about who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodle, and then you have Edgeworth being called edgy. Like y'all are some scary people. Like that's my boy. Good for you, Keith. My name is not Keith. Imagine having to handle your do not. That came out yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Bring your tear your old man's eye, you know. Now what was that you want to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Now he's talking to Birdie. How are you gonna talk to us? Let's talk about the wet noodle. Well, let's just keep talking about your family's wet noodle. Here's a photo. Oh, he fell asleep. What can I use here? He already did this whole thing. Toss it. I think I'll hold on to it. Talk. Maybe I need to bring something from one of the other secret weapons or something. Maybe. I'm gonna go try that. I'm gonna go try maybe bringing. Well, he might like the fishing pole. So let's go grab the fishing pole. Oh. Okay. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. I didn't mention it. Didn't you see he had a meeting to go to? That's right. Let's come back later. Okay, that is concerning. So maybe Grossberg? No? I guess whatever I need to do is at the lake. Talk, I guess it's still nothing. Move, where? Maybe let's go try the woods real quick now that she might be gone. Okay, no, she's still here. She hasn't moved her car yet. Let's go to the boat rental shop, see what's all going. Move into caretaker shack. Examine. Hi there, bird. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. They ignored me. What? If you got Meg, you gotta call her name first. Her name. Polly, how you been? See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly? Oh. Okay. Too bad all she could say is hello. Har har har. Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. Secret words? Do you have anything about... Oh, I guess I can't ask. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? Oh, you just outright said it. 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will you? See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking. You're a criminal. Yeah, and a criminal mind. Quit, Nick. Write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. I mean, that's important to know. Anything else around here? What is this? There are a lot of various fish in Gordo Lake, aren't there? Something funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Of course. What's the point of going fishing in your own backyard? Deep sea fishing's the best. Mighty tasty, too. True, I got some sushi in the fridge. Wow, he has a television here, too. Hey, yep. Don't work, though. Really? I picked it up from the dump, after all. Figures that it doesn't work. Then, why do you keep it? I don't know. Just looks right there. That is true. Like, it just completes the whole vibe. This summer, I replaced it with a mini fridge. Broken mini fridge. Of course. I got that from the dump too. Nobody in their right mind would throw away a good cooler. Can I use look, a little safe? Now, don't go opening people's safes without their permission, Meg. Maybe later. Later. Alright, I think that might be everything I need. Look, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. I run a professional environment here, Maya. And what about talk about murders? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. That sounds like something we do like after the case. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Maya's found a new friend. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. Forgetting Nick, he's running a pasta shop here. That's right, Keith. I'm confused. I mean, he just gotta... You gotta keep the pasta shop running, you know, fine in case there's a random inspection. Public beach. Now that I have Polly, I wonder if any of the other areas are now like I can go to and get something out of, or am I still needing to do stuff there? Okay, I'm still needing to like probably do stuff there. Maybe I need to present Polly to him. Gourd Lake. Move to the public beach. Move the boat rental shop. There's a lot of moving here. Present Polly. Polly's here. My only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hey, yep. Here's a metal detector. He fell asleep. He just doesn't care. It's a cool metal detector. They're expensive, and so like, here's a pistol. He just fell asleep looking at the pistol. Like, hey, here's a weapon. Here, take this pistol. Do you know anything about Gordy? You know about Gordy? Nope. He just fell asleep looking at that. I mean, at least he had a line for Gordy. At least he knows something about that. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this? Kid, yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. You know something about this? Hey, yep. The other night out on the lake? Yes, yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. What did you, tell me, what did you see? I forget the time, but it's pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It's after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside, then I heard another one, bang. Well, like I said, didn't the gun fire 3 times? And that everyone's only had an account of 2 bangs. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Hey, yep. What did he say? Hey, yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. I promise. We needed to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? That kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? That's horrible. He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're gonna get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DLC. Yo. What? Huh? What? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DLC. Yo, okay. This old man. We gotta have some questions. Hey, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. What? He locked the door from the other side? Look at that old man. I didn't think I need to do a little more research on this DLC. Yeah, you think? Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Is it a good idea to be asking him about DL6 in the middle of the criminal department, though? No, but that old man, I think he's faking. I think he's faking his act. I think he knows that we're not Keith and Meg. I think he's just faking it. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong with this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? I need to know everything about DL6. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 incident either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them you either, pal. What? However, If you can convince me somehow that DL6 incidents related to this case, well, I guess I'll consider opening the file up. What do you mean? Because the entire motive for Edgeworth revolves around that. You know the boat rental shop down at Gore Lake? Oh yeah, the old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. Yeah, like, here's your motive. That's why we call him Miss Lotta. As for who he is, yeah, pull it. I mean, we have the pistol in our back pocket. Like, we can say, here's your motive. Pull out the pistol. We still have. I mean, I don't think that bullet. Like, we don't got the casing, but we have a pistol. He doesn't know if it's loaded or not. Just pull out a pistol in the middle of the police department. Nothing like, you know, Phoenix. You've done some very dumb things, like showing critical pieces of evidence to the people that, you know, have done horrible things. You did it with the dude that was bribing and blackmailing everyone at Blue Corp. You did it with the producer at, you know, at the studios, when you figure out, oh, by the way, you know that he killed someone, you were involved with it, here's the only piece of evidence that can indict you, let me show it to you, like, alone in a room where it's just us two and your mafia buddies. You just pull out a gun in the police precinct. It would be like probably the third dumbest thing you've done. Sounds suspicious. If I need to show you proof, I mean, here's... What's that, a parrot? The old man's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. DL6. What? Holly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Gumshoe took out 5 armed mafia members on his own. That was a baller move, like just barging in there and taking care of everything on his own. Like Gumshoe, he may be missing like a brain cell or two, but he is, like, when he puts his mind to something, like he's very reliable. Like he will have your back through thick and thin. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about DL6? Wait, what if the old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. It's time to reopen that file. Though, there's the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick. To the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Move. What are we gonna find here? We could destroy so much evidence right now. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 and stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want. About DL6, I'll get to the right file. Give me the case summary first. I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? In this same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. How was it not news? This is my favorite case in the original game because all the development Miles would get. Oh yeah, like Edgeworth has made like huge leap and bounds, like like at the end of last case, and especially like so far through this one. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? 1 of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator? Give me the victim data. Do you have any data on the victim, his father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If you were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father? That's what, you know, everyone has said so far. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. Pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Am I misremembering this? Did it not say it was fired? Yeah, fired 3 times. Something ain't adding up. 2 does not equal 3. Got any date on the suspect? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So in real life, all elevators, even as far back as 2005, wouldn't allow for trapped passengers to suffocate. It's not like the thing is a sealed box or anything. Yeah, and plus, like, all elevators, as far as I know, have a hatch on, like, the top you can get open. Or, like, you could still open up the door. Like, you could just force open the door. Like, there had to be something else going on there. Like, someone had to, you know, tape over. Someone got to cause this incident. So it must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. So you could call that a plot hole if you really want to be pedantic about it. I'm just gonna chalk it up to a very, very old elevator. Like a lot of government buildings that might have just been made and just never maintained. Like that one, I know Tom Scott did a video on it. There's like one elevator. It's kind of like, it kind of just like slopes up and whatnot. And like, it's like a spiral or whatever for like just one government building in like Germany or something. I'm just going to chalk it up to something like that. He was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. The victim in our case, Wright. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. I have a feeling that Yogi is the old man. He may be closer than we think. I just have a feeling that it was that, and that would explain. I mean, his brain damage might be real then, and he just might have like brief flashes of lucidity. Guess I generally know what happened with DL6 now. I just don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Probably a lot. Like it probably. I had to assume it's something very, very traumatic. Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, that's one thing Yugi will never forget, is how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! He's gonna. I played a Master Duel for like an hour, so I call myself a little bit of an expert on like how to use trap cards and how to manage like the summons and all that. Are we gonna take the whole case file? That's too much. We'll never get it out. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I don't know why my mind immediately flashed to, like Yogi Bear. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file to the record. Why don't we just take all of it? We don't know what's going to be relevant. It's a court case involving another court case. That's probably all we're able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will testify. You don't call him that in private. Like, you only have to call him that with there. Are you going to call him that in the courtroom? It's going to make things very awkward, I think, for everyone. All right, save the progress. I mean, I think did pretty good for our investigative work, if I say so myself. December 27th, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is, I mean, as ready as I can be. Very well. Apparently the prosecution's also ready. I mean, Von Karma is the judge. Your opening statement? Very well, no opening statement. Oh, not so fast. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. He's like Calculon in Futurama. You gotta master the art of dramatic pause. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. I mean, I could just wait 3 minutes on this screen and prove you wrong. I'm not gonna do it, but I could. Mr. Von Karma, what's the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right, I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of a restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I'm gonna raise an objection. That name is important. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. No. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. I was able to, like, go this one without knowing his own name, or at least anything to call himself. Can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Oh yeah, he definitely is, he definitely is part of the DL6. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. Then I looked out in the window and I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Someone forgot to tell you the last time his ace attorney is supposed to be satirize the Japanese law system. Oh yeah, that's cause isn't it just like in Japan, like the court cases have like an astronomically high conviction rate because they only really pick up, like, they're very backlogged, and they also only really pick up cases when they have like a ironclad case or know that they're gonna get a conviction, and it's like very fast, very overbooked type of thing. No need for cross-examination? No, I'm gonna cross-examine. Besides, there's only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine, of course. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Oh, he is pissed. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes have just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time and cross-examine the witness. Can he state his name now that, like, the 3 minutes thing is up? God, can we get his name? Because you know it, Mr. Von Karma. I know you know. Also, one of my bangs just fell, like, right into my eye. 1 sec. Here we go. Like, that was, it just, like, fell right into my eye. It was the night of 24, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats. Alright, I'm just gonna do what I did last time and start pressing on everything just to see if I can find anything. Just after midnight? Yep, around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, then I heard a bang, then I heard another bang. I'm gonna ask about this, because that's what I'm curious about. By your window. Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And you can see this man's face. Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. That... You just called him that in the middle of court. That is weird. Dead certain, Keith. Said, I can't believe he's dead. He was walking by, too. Oh, he's a lot taller than I expected. Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. That edgy boy. Everything from prosecution around the courtroom and the USA prosecutors were the ones actually in charge of forensic side investigation up until the 7th. I think the cases need to wrap up in 3 days. It all criticized the unreasonably unforgiving law system in Japan. Is the 3 day thing like a thing in Japan? Like that they need to wrap up fast, like once the case opens? Is that like an actual thing, or is that like just taking like a like satirizing how like maybe fast cases are going in that system type of thing. Sounds like decisive evidence. I see no need to doubt. Von Karma, you want me in cross-examination so you can set me up for a fall. Basically, you're convicted for Japan anything, you're very likely going to jail even if you're innocent. Well, I don't know too much about the Japanese legal system, and so I'm not gonna. I don't want to say actually the wrong thing. But I imagine, from what I hear, it's like kind of like going against the IRS, where if the government itself has a case against you, it's usually like they have enough to get a conviction. That's why the IRS has like an astronomically high conviction rate, and why they're the ones that took down like Al Capone. But I don't know enough about it to say if it's like that or not. Like, and so I don't want to accidentally say something like completely wrong and sound a bit dumb. They do have quite a big problem with false charges, as far as I can tell. I imagine if it's something that has to be sped up, I can imagine like a little bit. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. I'm gonna raise an objection. Why not? Your Honor, we're proving yesterday's trial that could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. No. That's easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. The judge was lost in thought. Raise the objection again. Your Honor, this witness claims Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Do something, Rev. Judge, get involved, do something. Apparently I have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Nick, tis. 30 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new court record. Yeah, if you ignored yesterday. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Oh, we are screwed. This court seems no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide in the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh. The accused was surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court's adjourned. Oh, we done screwed up. Wait, he already ruled his verdict. He already raised his verdict. Me? Huh? What? Huh? Where the hell did you come from? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. To be fair, he did hint that at us. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. That is true. Like, the judge already did lay down the gavel. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. I'm pretty sure this violates like so many laws right now. Well, this is the first time something's happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you already given your decision. Like, I hate Von Karma, but he's kind of right here. You already laid the gavel, made your decision and everything. And plus, I don't think he's allowed to be doing this. They could file for a retrial. Yeah, like, do something like that. Like, retrial because new evidence, like, in the case has been brought up for a retrial. However, this decision was made. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. No, it can get much worse. Things can always get worse. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Like, Judge, your career's on the line with this decision. Like, this is one thing I don't think you're... there's very few things the judge isn't allowed to do, and I think this is one of them. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilt. Can a judge do this? Like, is this actually allowed? Can they withdraw their verdict like before? I guess if there's no official filing, maybe. Are we to call this new witness to testify now? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. We are so screwed. Court is adjourned. Judge, I don't think you could do this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100% sure you could do this. This is a kangaroo court. If that, I don't know if that's the right term, but it's a term I know, and so I'm gonna call it that. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Now you're just making puns. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Hey, was it the lake that night? Yes. He did. Yeah, he said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. And that's... like, he was there. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell in the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah, this might be our chance. Our chance. Bond Commoner has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. Oh yeah, and he's also having to deal with Larry Butts, who is not the best at following instructions. He has to let someone he hasn't even taught to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. The billable hours will stay winning. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Well, hey, we got billable hours. We got to get paid somehow. Even though I don't know if we're going to be charging Edgeworth for this. This might just be a favor for an old friend. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. So according to Google, judges can withdraw their verdict if new evidence is produced, but it typically happens after the accused pled guilty. Okay, so it seems like this... So if it's something... I'm guessing it's something that he can do then, considering it was new, technically new evidence, because it's a new witness. And so he would be able to withdraw. It's just that normally it wouldn't happen like this in the middle of right in the middle of the case. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop, and then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Don't quote me on that. I'm just gonna ask that with Google. I'm just gonna take it as fact. The internet never lies whatsoever. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. You killed someone, Larry. Like, look at that face. You have definitely killed someone. That night I was on a boat on the lake. I was looking for, let's just get evidence of what you did. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he's hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Let's see. I figured I was searching for about an hour. I guess around 12 o'clock. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. That's some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just about to go home, I heard this bang. Oh, over the late by the boat. So after I heard, that's the thing. You heard a single gunshot, so you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick, it was pretty wishy-washy testimony. I guess you just start working on the contradictions. So I wish I could come. Maya, you're doing fine. Don't worry. Like you've like saved this trial. I'm pretty sure. Don't we have evidence that there was 2? I heard 2 gunshots just after midnight. Objection! Yeah. Okay. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Mr. Butts, hypothetically speaking, how many people would you murder if you were a killer? I mean, the scary thing is I think that question would work on him. Like, I really think he would tell you how he would do it too, and it would just be exactly how he actually did all of them. You know, son's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see, I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not too sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. My headphones. Dude was jamming out. I mean, I don't know what year this game was made in, but I'm gonna just say he was listening to Blink 182. I imagine he has good taste like that. I would hope. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listened to my radio 2001. He might have been. I think what year was their album made with like Adam Sung and all that? I forgot what year it was made. I'm just gonna say he was listening to it. The last thing I want him to be is, you know, not like be like this and just not have good music taste as well. Everyone listens to radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion, waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue? No, continue. Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony. No, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wonder if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. What did Larry hear? It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it, like, real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You're listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Surely believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is, Judge. Can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. But it is testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ. In university, the current year is 2016, since DL6 took 15 years after 2001, which is the only concrete date we were given in any of the games. Oh, and so he was able to witness, like, the rise and fall of, like, punk rock and all that. Like, not punk. I forgot. I think, is it punk rock or alt rock that Blink 182 and all of them is there? They still have Vine. They still have Vine. I mean, Maya seems like she'd be on Vine a lot. The announcer, the guy says things on the radio. What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. For all we know, Larry's just lying through his teeth, and he's about to just commit, like, the biggest, like, offense of all, and that's perjury. I want to know what the DJ said. Like, that's probably important. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you show some reason. I mean, we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to court. What was the radio announcer saying when he heard the gunshot? Just when he said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. That... Are you sure? Of course I am. She has this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma's right, I'm not sure that helps us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I heard, but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press until we get to the bottom of what happened. I mean, I imagine it has to do with the thing that was taken at 11:50 if it's almost Christmas. So, you turn on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. I was listening to it like real booming loud, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Not to sound like what the kids would call an but I tried the day I had to explain to someone that Vine was TikTok but old. I mean, it's weird explaining to someone that Vine just used to be 7 seconds. And now you have TikTok, which is, I mean, you go live stream on TikTok and whatnot, you know, it's like the 7 seconds is what made people so creative there. I'm pretty sure like this has to do with the 11:50 thing, but I don't know how to prove it. Let me maybe do more. You might chance to remember the name of the program you're listening to. This had nothing to do with the case. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to radio. That's all we need to know. How loud was the radio set to? It was like real booming loud. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on inside at all. I'm just gonna go with this in hope. Oh, let me do this first before I start going down like questionings where I don't know the complete answer. That way I don't fail the trial like I did the last time I did something like this. Alright, that isn't it. I'm pretty sure that has to be it. Maybe it's the one, the fact that I don't think, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. I heard 2 shots, like gunshots after 12. It might be that. Oh, it might. Okay, right. Photo was the right thing, but just different. Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's in the face? You look scared, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Something There's something the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Very, 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 very true statement, Phoenix. Almost is not is. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of the fact. Let's see what time was taken on this photo. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. To be fair, like, his testimony is kind of shoddy. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, he's right, because we have the photo from 11:50. That is one of the most popular context frame of all Ace Attorney. I could definitely see it. The almost Christmas is not Christmas. I'm surprised I didn't see that like anywhere on like, you know, right before Christmas. Second only to Phoenix saying that it is quite based. When is that one? I want to see that one. You heard that gunshot before midnight. Like, is it in this game or is it in one of the other games? Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence to this while it came. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Here. Look at this photograph. This was taken in by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh, but there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by automatic camera. It's the 4th game? Oh, I got a while to go. If I continue down all the Ace Attorney games, I don't even I didn't even own that one. I only got the trilogy. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed. It would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots within a 25-minute pause between them. Oh, and that would be why it had 3 shots in that pistol. Why would this be? Don't be fooled. The camera said they respond to loud noises. Yes? Oh, no. There's no proof that loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose is clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turn back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show... Probably the fact that this was fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about the pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. Capcom released all the Ace Attorney games. It's very easy to get into the series right now. Oh yeah, that's why just instead of like just going with the Ace Attorney I had like on a PlayStation, I've like had for as long as I've had I think a PS4. I just got it again on Steam because it was like really cheap. Like them because they're I know they did it before even before the winter sale. They're doing like some sale I think because the re-release or something. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. The thing is like I mean, I got a long way to go as if I go down the entire Ace Attorney thing to get to the 4th game. Just a good, you know, just a good bit. When was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. No, that 1 plus 2 does equal 3. Order. That makes sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. 1 plus 2 is 12, dude. That is also true. If you put them both together, like they're side by side, it adds up. Better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean, Maya? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. Get your calculus straight, man. Hey, it's been a long time since I did math that complex. I got a hunch I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just start lying. We got nothing to lose. Just start lying in court. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Your Honor, yes, Mr. Wright, the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realized the truth? There could be no other murder here than Miles Edgeworth himself? No. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fire on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of that shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it. It's hard to imagine any other possibility, yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Oh, you know, basic addiction, write down the first billion digits of pi. That's a lot of adding. That's a lot to do there. I mean, to be fair, after you like get past like 3.14, I think the next is like 5.9 or something like that, you gotta start making digits up, and I think people would believe you. That's the only way that Edgeworth can be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you mad? Are you mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. It is, I think, Edgeworth and Hammond. Miles Edgeworth and Robert Hammond. Yes, I believe you are mad. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me, and yet, what did you say? That Robert Hammond hadn't been killed 25 minutes before that shot on the boat? Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, your client had already been declared guilty once. Oh. Sigh. Bah. I'll ask you again. Explain who Tim and probably. Well, Edgeworth picked up the gun, so Edgeworth has to be there. Before I go down this, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to have to redo this entire case if I get this part wrong. Edgeworth and the murderer, or the murderer and the Hammond. Because if Edgeworth's on that boat, because he picked up the gun, is it this? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, Wright, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 1:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Phoenix was so good at feigning confidence that he even fooled you. Oh yeah, he got me on that one. Like, it just... I just knew it had to be Edgeworth, and the way he was talking, like, it had to be Edgeworth and Hammond, like, you know, risen from the dead. The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? Yeah, it's not that hard. You just need a pistol. May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? Well then, where did this murder take place? Probably... I would say around here, right? Because that's where we found the air tank. Around here, maybe? Maybe. Does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Maybe you should try again. I'm really surprised I goofed up. Show the judge where the murder took place. Was it in the boats itself? Around here, maybe? Maybe. Oh. Maybe we should try again. I'm just gonna have to keep playing guess the spot until, does it? Did it take place in the shack? Here, of course, the boat. That way we can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Okay. Yeah, the boat shot was the scene of the crime. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. I love how they have him just driving around. The night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he just returned to boat? Boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Oh, not at all. No. Not really, but I think if I just start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. Just to wing it. Just go from the top. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That's when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat? If we're going by... Before I start playing stupid games based on his confidence, I'm going to assume because I'm gonna take Edgeworth's word for the fact that he didn't, you know, pick it up until after everything. So he fired. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details, details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. So, shouldn't Edgeworth know that he didn't kill anyone if he just randomly just dropped the pistol and jumped backwards? I see. Someone looking at the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to the shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gorda Lake. That's a lot. Some of that is a leap. Like, it's a lot to take in. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Oh, the judge, he's losing it. The judge is starting to take control over the courtroom finally, instead of letting Von Karma run the show. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I'd like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Well, what Wright said, it was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. There's a murderer on the loose. And he has no name. He has no identity. He has no nothing. He burned off his fingertips. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. So what happens if we don't have a witness? Like, if we were missing a key piece of evidence, like, he has to be declared innocent then, right? I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. He's also wearing bright pink. Oh, he's gonna slip into all black and just, like, scurry off into the night. Like, the bright pink was to make sure you're always looking for that. Like, he's just tricking everyone. Yeah, Nick, you did it. Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You can try to smile a little, relax. I don't think he's gonna be able to, considering the circumstances involved in this case, as well as the fact that he still has technically not been ruled innocent yet. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean, right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know what not to tell you. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime he committed? A memory of a murder. So we did do something. He stole the pistol and shot the man. And he just did it because he could, because he just saw it. Like, he just saw it laying there and he just decided to, you know, Use it as you do. December 27th to 11. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? I don't know. Did he ever tell us? Memory of a crime that I committed, a memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory. I've been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. I mean, they said the same thing about OJ. Nick, yo, how's everyone doing? You're gonna be paying some billable hours. What do you think of my performance today? I'm swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. You're too nice. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Not me. Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you do better than that. I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. Come on, I saved Edgeworth, dude. You guys should be bow before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. What are you doing here? Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Well, and we would also have a murder on the loose. Because, like, we know who it is. We just need to find him. But seriously, Nick, that bush-up caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. I'm not going to believe in Edgeworth, but I'm going to believe in them. Mainly, I'm just going to believe in Maya. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah. It means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you. What? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment. What is your problem, man? What is Phoenix's problem? Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, is that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about, huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade, and I hope that she is already asleep listening to the story, like Patrick whenever he was listening to Squidward play clarinet. I was on trial. A class trial? Class trial? It ain't that serious, dude. Remember Larry? Spring? End of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 and still inside. Oh yeah, now you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why I forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Kids got too much time on their hands these days, man, I tell you. Like, back in his parents' days, they were going uphill both ways to school. Like, they didn't have to do all this. Also, is that like a Simon Says thing just hanging on the wall? I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrow my eraser. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? That's a small escalation. Now, Phoenix, you should know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. The kids gaslit the teacher, and I think that's kind of sad on her part. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. His first ever objection. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. Of course he was all dressed up in like class. His hands were huge then too. His face looks the exact same as it does now. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah? We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is how it always is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. They should have been picking on you. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. It's gonna be messed up when it turns out Phoenix did actually just do it. After that, the three of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone if I had a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when we talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not so sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. Tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him. I had to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why I decided to become a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I mean, that's one hell of a friend to decide, listen, I know you're struggling, you need help. I'm going to go to law school, become a lawyer just to make sure we talk. Like, that is one hell of a climb. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who could help him. Whoa, Nick, so is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah, I helped you because I believed in you. Except I remember saying I'd do it for free. Billable hours need to be billed. Nick, we still have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? It very well may be. First, there's that rental bookshop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'll settle for who. Guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What's the, what evidence do I have left? It said clean out some of this evidence. I guess some of it did shuffle around. I guess the first thing we can do is probably go ask the parrot, hey, what's my name? Like, I feel like that would be a good first step, to be honest. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. Also, how'd you do that? No problem, pal. Next to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to use a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Phoenix wanted to pursue law school regardless. Edwards is mostly motivation for him. Oh, like he, and it might have also, I don't know if he said like he was going to become like ever decided to be a prosecuting attorney, or if he just made sure like that's when he decided to be motivated to become a defense one. But I see what you mean. Like he was going to go to law, like he was going to go to law regardless, and that was just like, I got to do this. It was like whenever he was feeling doubt, it was motivation for him to keep going. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go in the woods today. The woods, where Lotto was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Hopefully she's scrammed by then. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, move to Probably just go to, like I said, go to the boat rental shop and talk to the parrot. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Guess lawyer's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Yeah, he's just chilling in my office. He's not paying. The old caretaker got away. Yep, I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat sound anywhere. What have you been up to? Well, I could ask you the same thing. Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I'm able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? He's kind of suspicious, I think. He just left his parrot here too. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for himself. Probably talk to the parrot and see what it says. Maybe I should try to take care of Polly. Nick probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. Sure, we'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. Since I can't take you. Wait, now the bird's gonna hate. Try asking the parrot, like, what's my name? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here's the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. I'm sure there's any money in there. But hey, keeps it watch, right? So there must be something valuable in there. I'm not so sure. Let's see. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. Letter? Boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. Its handwriting is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also said this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting to the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in today's court. This is all here in perfect detail. Like they caught him in 4K. This is the clearest evidence I've ever seen. What do you think this means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter, and what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know. I know as much as you do, Maya. But one thing's for certain, this letter's an amazing clue. I don't imagine there's like anything else here, so I'm just gonna move. It did say go see him if anything pops up, and so I guess go to him? Again, I think, let's go to the detention center and... Hi there. You look as grim as always. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're really the only one to remember. Yeah, it's a huge event for him. For them, it was just, man, like, we gotta defend this kid. For him, it was a huge thing. Well, probably only, yeah, exactly. It only really mattered to him anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial is the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, does sound like the kind of thing you would do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. Maybe. I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You still look up to your dad. He said he wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of that murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court, claiming any Yogi had not been sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know in the courtroom techniques from him. That explains a lot. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's, I know, it's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is to find the suspect guilty perfectly. So Yogi's name, Yanni Yogi, is a reference to Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yami Yugi, that's the MC of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I think, cause yeah, I think I remember them saying like, hey, like in like 1 or 2 episodes I've ever seen of that being like, hey Yugi or something like that. I don't know if I'm remembering that right, but that is a based reference, like either way. In the end, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. It's right, there's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Anyway, you need to go for now. Hope you have a good one, man. Take care. I'll see you. Not time to praise the enemy. Take care of yourself too, by the way. It's a strange situation in which I find myself. I'll admit. No, kidding. Here's this letter. Did you ever see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental. I see. Revenge on me. Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be innocent defendant that you declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter, huh? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also said this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yo, could he be Yogi? Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. I mean, very obvious reasons. I would hate to be trapped here, like, you know, small spaces, you know, they ain't exactly the best. Oh, but I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. You know, the best thing to do in a situation where you have very low oxygen is to, like, rapidly breathe as fast as you can to get rid of the oxygen quicker. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress is called temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would we want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. What's the nightmare? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? Is it a dream about my father's killing in the dark? Hell, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet, not making this any easier. Don't shout. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. It looked like he chucked the pistol. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that's been rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? I see that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6. That is true. We do have, you know, Grossberg to go talk to. December 27th. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down. Tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, it's not something you want to believe, and they don't know that much about the incident, and so they kind of have to go with it. Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. I don't think, if you chuck it, I don't think that's how it would fire if you chuck it, unless it landed or like someone else used it and shot it. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, you may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair as there's no escape from that, really. It all ties back into hope and despair. Every single piece of media. Just how does Kadaka do this? I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I had killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. The thing is, we know, at least with Maya, that her channeling Mia, that mediums channeling that stuff is in fact a thing that can be done in this universe. And so she could still be telling the truth, yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see, yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his... You would want to protect your son. It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Do I have anything I can present to him? I guess the letter. This is the letter. Seems that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own sake. He never trusted his client. That one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined, huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any? Was it Yanni Yogi? Maybe it was Yanni Yogi? Yanni Yogi. Claim he wrote this letter, then followed his own instructions? I guess that's what happened. Perhaps you think Mr. Yogi has a split personality? I think not. I don't know this Yogi in any case. There's no way I'd recognize his handwriting. Oh, maybe it was was it Von Karma? Could it be Von Karma? Well, I have something to do with this. It could be falsified. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time. Oh, yo, hold up. If he's telling the truth on this got really, really deep. I used to see it all the time on court reports. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Especially because the whole thing about him being his mentor. Why would you want to do that? If that truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court find Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yeah, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in Gregory versus Manfred? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? An unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. That has to be tiring, just working constantly like that, no breaks. Given some people just love what they do. Some people could just go through it all, they just love what they do. He doesn't take vacations like go to the sea or the mountains. Don't tell me he's never in Europe. You got strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. If you want to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? He has to go in the monk training to learn how to falsify evidence is better. Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You could bet on it. What if Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Or yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. Well, isn't that actually a homicide in most places? I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials? Can I go there myself? Right now? Can I go right now and move criminal affairs department? I want to go check these files again. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like he's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the record rooms again. Well, I can't just have anyone running around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Oh, this is bad. He just arrived, actually. Nick, let's hurry. He's going to be taking some of this evidence, isn't he? He's going to be stealing some of it, I imagine. Dusty as always. We were only just here yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't in here. Von Karma. Examine... This is open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What are you doing in here? It is weird to see him not in the courtroom stuff. Why is he in a Sprite? Von Karma, you. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team, beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Need those things to be crushed. Whatever was involved with DL6 and anything else past that, he's guilty. This dude's guilty. 100% guilty. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism, just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you axed the grind of Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a bullet to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterward? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth would tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Karma's gonna bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Present the letter, because I know this is something that he would do. He would always present some big piece of evidence to the guy there. When this is the only copy, I haven't submitted this as evidence yet. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years have been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You sent me a lot of needle set. Nick, what is that thing? I told you, like, he always does this. Like, it's the dumbest thing imaginable. Hey, listen, you set up this entire case, framed everyone for murder, are not afraid to kill and hurt people. Here's the only copy of this evidence with no police around and no witnesses. Like, what is this dude's problem? This is now out. We've had 4 chapters, and this is the, like, 3rd time it's happened out of 4. It's getting tiring. Man, come on. Indeed. 600,000 volts of course to your body. Okay, dot touching electric fence. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. Whoa. What are you? Nick, run. You better use this opportunity to run out of my way. Why didn't you use that opportunity to run, man? Like, come on. What is your problem? He got us. The letter's gone, of course, and he took the DL6 evidence, all of it, back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya? The letter, did he take it? Huh? Yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. Yeah, it's a taser. Not good as a lawyer. Me, I can't even call my sister, not even now when we need her most. I feel so bad for Maya. You've been invaluable. Maya, there has to be some way I could help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's this, a bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 17 from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. I mean, he really just needs to stop handing people evidence that is the people that have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're not afraid to get their hands dirty at all. Like, you know, this dude, you know, she is not afraid to kill people. We should go show her the only evidence that indicts her. This guy has shown that he's willing to falsify evidence, falsify records, scheme, kill, and use people as pawns. We should go give him the only piece of evidence. This dude that runs, you know, blackmails everyone, and we have proof of it. We should go show him the one piece of proof that we have to get him in trouble with the courts. We should go do that. Like, what is this dude's problem? I don't understand it. He just constantly is doing it every single time there's a case. Like, I don't understand it. It is just stupid. There's no other way to describe it. It's just stupid. He is stupid. I don't know how he got a law degree. I don't know. He bothers me. Phoenix Wright bothers me. I think he is dumb. That is all I have to say about the matter at hand. But, however, we gotta go save Edgeworth. At the very least. We gotta go save Edgeworth. I think I already saved, but I'm gonna double check that just in case. We need to go save him. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. I don't know about that. I mean, that's technically true for you, but I don't think it's Judgment Day in terms of the grand scheme of things. So I think it's gonna get settled last a lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I don't want to touch your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Also, you can go to the police and tell people you were stunned. I'm pretty sure it would have marks from where that stun gun hit you. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth's looking calm as always. Oh, Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back, Maya. We should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Maybe not try to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe, morning. Mr. Edgeworth, good morning. How'd it go, Detective? I have no fears. Promise I've captured our runaway caretaker. I brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, out of shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Maybe he says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m. I mean, we're very punctual. Alright, can you tell that you should have told the police you got stunned? You really should have. Especially, how do they not hear anything in the next room? You had people right there watching over you. And there has to be cameras in there. Court is now in session for the trial. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We've reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Don't be awed and sounds every little thing he says. Very well, Von Karma, your opening statement, right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I'd like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness in the courtroom. He's definitely acting a bit strange. It seems like something... it seems like he doesn't care about losing this case as much as it is to take it out on Edgeworth. I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why'd you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away as he went out to testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court? Because he thought he was done. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I just want to buy some food for Polly, see? Figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. I'm pretty sure he does got one. I'm pretty sure the letter in his house would be like a motive, but I don't have that on the court record, I'm pretty sure, because someone had to go hand it to him. Because we're really dumb. He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. How am I going to prove that he's Yanni Yogi? I figure I got no... I mean, you do have a motive. I'll press him on that, I guess. I can't say you had no motive. I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why I took revenge on him, right? Please don't make me repeat myself. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's gonna be the same thing over and over until trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man who he is. Do that and the motive will prove itself. Let's see. Is there anything that would prove it? File on the deal. Let's check. Here on the elevator, defense attorney. One bullet shot in the heart. What is the bullet? What does the bullet have? Still bears clear ballistic markings. Alright, I'm just gonna press on everything. I call we did running away, not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. No. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusion. I said the witness is not running away. Listen to the testimony. In fact, they both did. Well, when two murder people are in cahoots, like, when two people like that are in cahoots together, it's very easy, I think, to, like, have something like this. Then why'd you leave? You're just about to say why. It's so hard for you to listen quietly when someone's talking. If I sat quietly, he'd be, like, you know, guilty in 3 minutes. Food. Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. she only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. You only had them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, kind of got lost, you see. The witness has no trouble remembering things sometime. Oh, when he has trouble remembering things. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost? Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you don't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. Go ahead, come to your senses. Well, witness, continue. I say something, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I've been saying the same thing now over and over. I've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof in the question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. He's lying, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, this is interesting. I'd like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb. I mean, it's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi. That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, it means this is Mr. Yogi. If this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No. Jump to the conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Now allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay, it's quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. Did he burn? They just keep burning them all off? Or, as you see, before I was a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I remember my fingertips working on that stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak, you burned off your fingerprints to hide your past. But the witness has no fingerprints. I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided. Nope. No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There's no one who could testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I mean, consider they might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you have to cross-examine his parent for a little comic relief, Actually, yes, because you could say, hey, what's his name? Wait a second. Cross-examine his parent? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to, Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I have to cross-examine the witness's parrot. Bring in the parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. You're the one that proposed it. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. I think this is crazy. Well, so want to go through for your little game? I'm doing it. I'll let the parrot take the stand. Let the parrot speak. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, and set the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. What the hell is going on? Can we even ask it questions properly? Like, is there gonna be anything to like cross-examine? Well, that's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. The witnesses ignore me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner, or please testify to us. Who is your owner? Hello, hello. Showing the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Press it and ask it what is its name. Polly, what's my name? Witness, you can't just say hello. She's about to stop. Why, you talked to her, right? What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Mr. Wright. I think you established the parrot name is Polly. No, it doesn't. Please only ask questions. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess you're trying to get some information out of her. Make sure that the owner is Mr. Yogi. Alright, maybe I need to go down the line of maybe Polly is related to it. Alright, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? To recall 2 days. Oh yeah, because Polly, have we forgotten something? And then it goes about the DL6 incident. Don't forget DL6. If I can get Polly to say that here, that would prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, hello. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forget something. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. Why don't you say it? Tis, tis, tis. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? They turned out to respond when we asked if we forgot anything? Maybe asking it about... Maybe Polly does have something to do with the name? Maybe I should go down that line of questioning. What's the safe number? Maybe, the safe why? Let's try to get her to say anything, alright? Okay, so she still talks. What a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you're claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker. Alright, I need to find proof that I think that either of those numbers... Well, 1226 would be the day after Christmas. And now it's a 28. And that doesn't have a date on it. Wait, hold up. Why is the bullet... Interesting. I didn't realize the bullet was in the window there. I'm gonna probably have to look at that later. Alright, so... 1226 being the thing... I don't think that would have to do with DL6 at all. Alright. Right, what do I say? I'll just go down. Let me do this real quick, and then just that way I can just go down the line of questioning of the whole Polly. What's your name, Polly? Is it vet? Yes, it does. Ha. Fascinating. You claim that parrot's name will prove the owner's identity? Then show us proof. Don't tell me you're taking this bluffing a little too far. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is the Yogi. All I have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor? The proof? I don't think there is any proof. And what's in here? Trapped in the elevator, return to trial son. Quick with memory loss. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Wait, hold, let me read that fully. Trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworth's memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed... Okay, no, that... The DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Please show us the page. We're in the file. What did it say that file was on? It was on suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What is his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess it's possible. Polly is just a common parrot name. Like Polly won a cracker. My granddaughter is a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiance? Well, is that an offer? It's only 7. Never mind, I take back that offer. You know, I am not a Minecraft YouTuber. Indeed, alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting close. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. It did ask me if 1226 had anything to do with the murder. And so maybe... was 1226 on here? I don't know. Let's press it real quick and ask. Won't you testify? What do I say? What's the safe number? Polly, what's the number of the... oh, 1228. Okay, I thought it was 1226. Ridiculous. How can a number to the safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link? I mean, obviously the DL6. The DL6 case file? What is the obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, we're in the file. It would be just in the case summary. I want to make sure I'm right before I do this. Yeah, case summary. 122801. It's on the case summary page. The case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why? That's today's date, 15 years ago. That's also, let me look. That was yesterday's date, more than 15 years ago. The number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That is kind of base, not gonna lie. This had nothing to do with date, nothing. That's enough. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True. That is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker, the boat shut immediately. This judge is going ham this trial. Like, this judge is... I judged you at the beginning of this case, Judge, but you've been kind of going off. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh, he's straightened all up. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. I think finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years? Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi, so it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. Told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I killed Robert Hammond. Even though I'm assuming that's what he said because he skipped past it. Bon Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're clear of suspicion for this particular case, so I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Farm Karma sent? Because his ultimate goal is not this. His ultimate goal, he will take the loss. He will lose the battle to win the war. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Stand proud, Edgeworth. You're free, at least on this case. I don't know so much about the next one, but that is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone say this objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. We have heard Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge, but revenge for what? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell him he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do? Raise an objection. Yeah, of course. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? We have a certain witness raise an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurrent dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is... Oh, why? It is weird to see him point like that. Like in the podium. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declaring innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. It's almost like Von Karma carefully and perfectly playing this out. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Did we get 3 days starting today, considering it's a new case? Like, if you pick up the case today, wouldn't that give us another 3 days? Also, Edgeworth, I'm sorry, right? I just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Nick, what are you doing, huh? Oh, I was just reading the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what, huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe in your nightmare. What? Just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. I'm pretty sure he wants to be proven innocent. Like he's gonna want to. Then I'll have to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Not at all. That plays perfectly here. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Yeah, that's why he perfectly planned out the date and everything to be this. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Will that be the key? But only if I can get it to work. Please, please. What do you gotta say, Edgeworth? I'm not gonna lie, I expected this to be chapter 5, dealing with the DL6 incident. I didn't expect to be doing it right here. That day, I had gone to the court to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream I remember to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah. Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I don't know how this one's gonna go. What do I even have for evidence that could use that involves this? We have the found the victim's body. We would have, I guess, the photo is still weird on how. If were they fighting on the ground or taking it from Gregory Edgeworth's heart? Like that had to be deliberate. All right. As we went to leave in our quick short trap, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. Let me press him on this. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff Yogi. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And picked it up. What happens next? Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when he threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying they threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever forget the scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of this testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. But I better find out quick. Let's move some more. What was the trial your father was involved in that day? I don't remember things very clearly, only two things. I know my father lost, and Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So then, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father... What were they, they were arguing about the auction. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner, but then... Just then, something heavy. What could... Let's see. So there's one bullet. I can't tell by that photograph if there's multiple. Also... that might be multiple bullets. Case fall from DL6. Air in the elevator. Depleted time. The clue is found on the scene. The defense attorney tried in the elevator. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay. That needs to be presented. Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, the scream, and then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No. Unfortunately, you don't. Looking at the file one more time, this plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts it? The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. Oh, no. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired has something to do with this case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well. Let me... Oh, I don't... Let's see. Would it be this photo? Because that bullet on the elevator looks... I think it'll be that. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there as Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. I mean, the contradiction is like here. Even though, yeah, because if he's standing, I don't know if it would be there. I'm gonna go with that. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Order, Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went in Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary page, look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. There's a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the only one fired, was the one fired by his son. That is the truth of this whole matter, the whole truth. There's undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. What else can make a bullet hole in the door besides a bullet? Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, and the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya, what? It looks like I was wrong, Nick. The second bullet wasn't there, and all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry, it's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been, they happened. I was so certain, but I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now, I was wrong to think it could be so simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years, Nick. Well, it seems we were finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I'd like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant right here. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words, Mr. Wright. I have an objection. I do object, Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you say? Nothing? The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. I mean, yeah, no duh. Von Karma took it. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. But we showed proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. And tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer? Yeah, the murderer had to find it. Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of the crime is the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought proof. It was a special bullet. That's not... I would have said they would have taken as proof that there was 2 shots fired. Why they only take one instead of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. I'm gonna have to penalize you. I'm saying like they would take the second shot because they don't prove it'd be the 1 shot fired. The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for a straight bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. I just said it. You're thinking too normal, think crazy. I just said all of that. What do you mean? I just said all this. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Yes, I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to. What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? You're saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking on the top of my head. But if that's what actually happened. So he shot Yogi? Let me get this straight. So at the time of murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime? I guess that's how it would work. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people were rescued from the elevator. Miles, Edgeworth, and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. What? The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. But you have heard it. I can tell that you're grasping. I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just thought something really crazy. Well, go ahead and say it. We're already going real crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shot for Von Karma. Took a vacation for several months after that, you see. An unusual... Oh, so he was doing it to heal maybe from the bullet wound. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured, which would mean, it can only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you haven't indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Say it. It was Von Karma. There is a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. Von Karma. Von Karma. Appropriate reaction, I think, to be fair. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst of my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took an a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me, have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth, I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That'll leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect, so did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't, I mean, depending on where the bullet hit. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence? Where would the bullet be? I don't know where. I mean, it's possible to prove if I had the metal detector. Let me just say before I do anything stupid, because I think I'm already getting low on health. I'll just say show evidence. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll use evidence. I know how you like to use it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... That's his 1 meter away, taken at 12. Exhibit A, overhead. Found the victim's body. The ballistic markings match the murderers. Weapon barrel. Oh, I still do have the metal detector. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So I ask now, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he is panicking. I refuse. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests to be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. We gotta do it now. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. What does this mean? I don't know. I mean, if he's panicking, that means we're right on the money. Oh, it's gonna be a loud beep. I'm not... Oh, yeah. Man, that smoke detector is going off. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. It's a bullet. Mr. Von Karma, it was you? I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. There's an easy way to prove it. Get the bullet out there and see if it matches the marking on the bullet. Prove? No. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in the Von Karma shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the record rooms yesterday. No. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime, so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom, but you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. This bullet. That's a bullet. Where'd you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely if all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Yeah, it's a thing that, shows what, what gun that it was fired from. Came from in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We got 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other bullet, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you'll let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, and we'll compare the ballistic markings to these on the bullet, and solve this case once and for all. So it was the same gun, so how did Edgeworth get the gun and toss it? And there's some question, did he just go in the elevator, see the pistol, and just decide to take his opportunity or something? Ugh. Oh, he is losing it. Well, there goes your perfect record. That scream, I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. Stop breathing my air, I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Oh, and so that scream would be him when he got shot. It's that scream 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. I love how he's still cross-armed there, just chilled in the CG, even though he's kind of losing it right now. Yeah, he just, only you would dare to find me. So it was you. You and... Oh, jeez. Can I just have him keep going like this? Okay, never mind. He's... Oh. I could literally just have him do this for as long as I want right now. Your father shammed me with a penalty on my record. You left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I will bury you. Oh, 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. That's why I shot someone, because I had my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. Must have went in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed a button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain on my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, I pissed away at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime, except for the fact that it wasn't perfect because I caught you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Your job, bring an end to this miserable charade now. End it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent? You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. I'm glad that, glad Miles Edgeworth can hopefully start getting over this in some way. I know it's something he will never probably ever be able to heal fully from, but at least now he can begin the road to at least ending having all those nightmares. Von Karma should be arrested immediately, however. That is all. This court is adjourned. We're not going to see Von Karma get arrested. We're not going to get a CG of him in the back of a police car or anything. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside he crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure he had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. And Maya, it was all thanks to you. Now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop. Are you gonna come work with us at our law firm now, Edgeworth? Are you gonna become a defense attorney with us? Amazing, pal. Pull it through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this, pal. I owe you. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my son went down a bit this month, but who cares? I see. Should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Don't do that. That is way too forced. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. What are you doing here? Didn't you flee because you broke a lot of park rules? A lot of? Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start. Huh? Just look at you and stick your hand in the cookie jar even when no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. That's too bad, huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park, huh? It's over, Nick. My life's over. Oh, Nick, I'm not long for... Oh, she broke up with him. You don't look sick. She's gone to live in Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Well, at least we finally have the answer to who's in Paris. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift for me in celebration. That's unusual for you. Hey, Butsy, you're coming on tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? What's up? The envelope that Larry gave me? It's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38. Oh. Larry. That's a weird amount. It's not a little. It's not a lot either. $38 exact. Nick. Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? No, Larry, it was you. We're surprised about, right? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. They saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? A bit too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? Surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, I'm sure this is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. To be fair, I thought you knew. It was 15 years ago? No, you gotta hold that grudge for 15 years now. I think the statute of limitations run out. Oh, that's a poorly timed joke. No, I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where did that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death sentence for the both of you. Mainly just Larry Butts. And if only I'd known, I'd become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might be able to become a defense attorney yet. It's not too late. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner's on me. This better be a nice photo. Detective Gumshoe took us out in the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. I'm sad we don't get to see the photo, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th. Yo, that's today. That's today. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts, huh? It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep, What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday, seeing you. Anything about what I'm doing here? I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. Oh, please don't tell me you're leaving, Maya. No, I need you here. No, Maya, not like that. No. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless, so I decided to go back. No. Don't go. No, I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. Couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, no, I don't want to. No. Why? Just give me the death penalty too, man. God, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. Please tell me I can make it in time. I guess I'm too late. Oh, never mind. Hi, Nick. Maya. So you're leaving? Yeah. Tired of being a spirit medium who can't talk the spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? I'm sorry, that shouldn't make me laugh. Like the hold it just right there. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. I mean, that's true. On the last day of trial, I heard her voice. I heard Mia's voice. To be fair, that was probably just him losing it. Only her voice, but still, this is the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped him, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one. You gave me the bullet. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in daze. Sorry, but evidence you helped. Evidence? It is so ridiculously tempting to present the badge. It is so tempting just to say, I have to do it. Sorry, Nick, I guess I don't understand. I don't understand this evidence either. Oh, no, wait, I can't undo it? No. That's a long time ago, too. Oh, I messed up. I'm assuming she would leave regardless, but Maya, please, don't go. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ah, don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Is this the end of the game?
Objection!
Like, is this the end? I thought this was the end. No, I thought this wasn't the end. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop. Detective Gumshoe? There's no way this is the end, right? I thought there was a chapter after this. Was I wrong? Like, was I wrong about that? Is there not like a chapter 5 on this? Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. Oh, he's gonna get dumped again. I did just look. There is, in fact, an episode 5 at least. Okay. I was not misremembering. Like, when I looked up just to see, like, how many chapters there were in this, there were 5. I was about to say, there's no way this is the end. Also, I forgot all about him. Also, why, what's Wright been up to if, like, everything, like, if everyone's acting like, oh, we haven't seen Wright in forever, what have they been up to now? Like, what's going on here? Because, obviously, he's doing something. I mean, did he just lose it after Maya was gone? I mean, I would have done the same. I mean, we did solve the DL6 incident. We did do that. We are probably going to be a famous lawyer. We're going to be remembered throughout all the time, be in the history books and whatnot. I'm surprised we're interviewing the bellboy as well. Are we interviewing all the characters? Like, every single last one of them? Is that what we're doing, like, for now? Like, are we going to be interviewing every witness we've seen, like Yogi? Also, he's saying, oh, it's you? Who's talking to him? I'm really sad that Maya's gone. Like, the fact that I know there's a chapter 5 and there's no Maya. Also, I'm glad at least I know there's a chapter 5 and I would be baited so hard by this. I'd be talking about how the game was all good and then I would see it at chapter 5. I mean, I guess that's how it's supposed to end, is you get another chapter after this. But I would be talking up a storm right now. Talking about what I'm gonna be doing next, what I'm gonna be doing after. They would have tricked me. They would have got me good here. Like, they would have got me good. But I'm not gonna fake my reaction for it. I'm not gonna fake it. I knew. I do wish there's a way for the text to scroll a bit faster, personally, just a bit, just a tad. We got some good publicity. But no, once we get to like the start, oh, got a letter from Maya. It says that she got a call. I want to visit, but I didn't have time, so I learned some pink print. She's gonna love that. I just saw Maya's name, and so like I instantly just locked in there for a second, like as you should, to be honest. But no, whenever I get the next save point, I'm probably gonna call it here. That way I could, you know, start next stream of Ace Attorney on a very clean note on the whole. We got one chapter left. I still don't know if I'm gonna be doing the final one in one go. If I do, it'd have to. It's gonna be a long stream. I'm just gonna have to, you know, get a good bit going. How long is it? Like, they're acting like he's been gone for a while, and so I'm guessing chapter 5 is like just a small time. Hopefully Maya's back. Who, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal for. Oh, she just didn't stop. Okay, she has something going on with her. How many people are gonna be interviewing here? Finally we got the photo. I'm so happy we actually got to see it. Also, What is going on, Mia? How are you fading into? I mean, she was right. She is 100% right about that ghost. That ghost is there. Like, that ghost is 100% there. All right. It's peak. It's peak. Saving content. Do not turn off your PC. I'll get a. Let's see. Let me hit back. I don't want to. What's going on here? What? I want to hit back, go to main menu, but I guess I'll watch this real quick. This is a bit different. This seems like, yeah, this is. I don't remember them doing stuff like this. Like having the trial, like beginnings going like, what the hell? 2 murders at the exact same time in 2 different buildings. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. I don't know who she is, but I like her hair. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office, 2 months without a single trial. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna save it here. We're just gonna go back to the menu. I want to make sure, like, episode 5, I can go in completely fresh from the get-go, in the very beginning and whatnot, and go from there. But, that will be... I think I have it currently scheduled, the next one on Thursday at 6 p.m. I do not know for certain if I'm going to be doing all 8 hours or not. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm debating it. I really want to. I don't know if I... It's not I don't know if I can per se. It's just I am afraid of, like, getting to where, like, 6 hours in, I have 2 hours left. And I don't want to... It would be something when I go into it, I have to know when I start I can do 8 hours. It's probably going to be something I decide on Thursday. I'm aiming for 8 hours, do something like Shut in Order. Just finish it all in one go, even if I'm up till 4 a.m. Like, I'm fine with that. I just need to know in advance. Like, I just need to know myself and say that I can do it. And then tomorrow, we got more Tales of Arise. I've been enjoying it so far. I don't know. That might be a game I finish off stream. I'm going to be doing some tomorrow. And then go from there. And then on the weekend, we got Yuppie Psycho. And then possibly more Ace Attorney, depending on if I finish it or not. And then from there, and bring in the New Year's, at least by doing a lot of Ace Attorney, would be a good way to start everything off. That's what I want to do, is like New Year's, like do New Year final trial type of thing. Like that's what I would prefer to do, is have it all go, because it would be on the 1st, and so it'd be a good way to bring in the New Year, just a long stream of finishing this all up. But anyway, I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, whatever it may be for y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. And until then, take care, y'all.